Hello there, folks. Here we are today. I just decided to just go live suddenly, hence the name of the live for the hell of it. Anyways, I don't know. Figured talk about things. I mean, I don't know. Obviously we've gone through the recent reply from Zellner to in regards to the state's response to her brief, and obviously there was a lot of good stuff there. It's been covered and covered, but you know, we're still now stuck in that waiting game. Obviously, that point now where obviously these appellate judges are going to have to review um, everything, and it's hard to say what exactly will happen, but it seems to me fairly it seems fairly reasonable to me that we're going to at least see an evidentiary hearing on at least one or multiple issues here. The bones cry out. I mean, the state saying they didn't violate statute because what they gave back wasn't human. It's like, okay, then what were you giving the victim's family? It's just so you would think that the bones on their own are gonna cry out. Hi, Dark Side. Hi, Amy. So yeah, it's where we're at, and obviously you guys know I announced about last week or whatever, or this weekend I announced, that I'm going to Wisconsin at the end of October. So I'll be there from basically the final week of October. And I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with the folks over at Eagle Nation. I'll tell you, we're quite a bit of planning going on there. I'm certainly going to be going and spending some time talking with probably Sandra Greenman while I'm there. I'll probably see Carla Chase, but there's probably no chance I'll get her on camera for you guys. But anyways, I imagine maybe I'll end up going over to the yard at some point and saying hi to everybody. Don't know that for sure. I haven't been invited, so I'm not speaking out of turn. But but mainly, honestly, it's not. This trip isn't completely about Avery Dassey. As a matter of fact, this trip is really more. The focus is really more of Eagle Nation. But I do plan for some Avery Dassey content while I'm there. So you guys can look forward to that. Hey Henbury, hey Shane, hey Baby T. So there's that, the trip to Wisconsin, and that's looking to be top sweaters of 2020. Prince Andrew and Mark Wiegert, hilarious. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking to head there, and we're gonna probably be having, like I said, some events in regards to Eagle Nation. I'm looking to film a lot while I'm there, and I'm looking to, talk with the hostages once again, but all in the within the confines of Eagle Nation there, in the shop. And so there's going to be, anyway, an interesting idea for, a film or a show that I'm looking to put together based on that. Also, while I'm going there, I mean, you guys will notice I recently called out Lieutenant Hoffer, or, Officer Hoffer. I called him out, so he can choose to go on the record with me when I'm there. If he has the courage to speak to me, but I don't know. Judging by the way that they acted with David Starr, when they wanted to talk to, when they decided they were willing to talk to David Starr, it was like all cloak and dagger behind closed doors and all this crap. And then they ended up coming out misrepresenting something that was said. So will they meet me out in the open, in a public forum like YouTube Live? We'll see. We'll see. If they don't, they're cowards, right? All right, yeah. So there we go. So got that. I think I'm going to be dropping, I don't know. At least I had hoped to get the MAM community to help with this so that we could, number one, while I was trying to tweet Rutledge Wood and Floor is Lava, when I'm trying to just get some supporters on the show as contestants, just because I felt like it would be good, to create awareness, further awareness, maybe by getting a team of supporters on a show like the Floor is Lava. So I was hoping to get more people on board so that we could get the show's attention more easily and everything, and so that the show would see that having some Avery Dassey supporters on would be marketable. But I'll tell you, my attempts so far on that front are just, it seems like nobody's interested. So I might have to go a different route with that, because just, I don't know if people just don't appreciate like the idea, and like, I don't know, not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I haven't explained it well enough, but so I'm not sure where I'm going with that yet, but I still think it could be a good idea, but I'm feeling like the interest isn't there. And so if the interest isn't there, then it's not going to mean a hill of beans. Like I said, part of the way to get in my mind to get MAM supporters on as contestants was for the MAM community to be trying to get Rutledge Wood and Floor is Lava and Netflix's attention, because then you get Netflix's attention, because they would see it as advantageous for Making a Murderer, obviously one of their hit documentaries, and then obviously it would be good for the Floor is Lava, which is one of their new hit shows. So I figured they would see an advantage there, and maybe they will. Maybe this idea will take off here soon. I don't know. But as all I can say is for right now, it seems like, I don't know. I literally have no feedback after making 2 videos on this channel, 1 video on the Doctor Who channel, and talking about it with Sharon Sunshine over on our other channel, Indie States and Sharon Sunshine. And we spent a whole episode talking about it there. I mean, literally after all of that talking about it, I'm just tiny amounts of feedback, as if people aren't interested. So I have to just kind of go, yeah, all right, well, people have spoken. But there have been a few people interested. I don't want to take away from them, but there have been a few people that have been interested. So as I say, I may pursue this still, maybe in the background, just because I don't want to annoy people with it if they're annoyed with it. If me getting on my channel here and talking about it is annoying some people, I'm gonna have to probably do it kind of more as this back stage or sideline or type of thing. So anyway, I don't know where that's at yet. So for those of you who like the Floor is Lava idea and you don't want me to let go of it, let me know. Well, I thought that too. Drama must remain on the stage. That we might even get some of the people that believe Stephen and Brendan are guilty to field the team. I mean, I did have that thought. It would be interesting, right? That way both sides get represented in the show, right? So you can't blame, you can't try to say Netflix was being one-sided, right? So anyways, that was a thought I had. So let's see. Hey guys, I felt like I needed a name change since I'm not married. Oh, brother. Hello, Rhonda. Hello there, not my verbiage. I'm glad you think so, Cat Gamer Girl, and hopefully maybe I'll get some more people to kind of want to do it, or at least, at the very least, if people will help share it and retweet it, so that like when I tweet at Netflix and Rutledge Wood and I'm hashtagging Floor is Lava and I'm tagging a video there, help me out. I mean, we're trying to get likes and retweets on it so that Rutledge will then look at that tweet and go, what's going on here? And take a look at it. And then he'll look, and then that might be a chance for us to get some supporters on the show. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying there. I have already tweeted about my first video that I made. It was basically a strategy video, a strategy video about the first episode, which is the basement room. So if you guys want, go over to my Twitter, retweet that thing, like that thing. You know what I mean? The idea is to get Rutledge and Netflix's attention so that they can see so that they can decide whether or not they think the idea has merit. If the idea has merit, then they can reach out to me and we can potentially see about trying to get the teams raised. So that's where I'm at. So, I mean, I feel like I could probably get, people to compete. You know what I mean? I feel pretty certain of that, that I could probably get that, but it's harder now. What the thing is that's really hard is to be able to get their attention. That's the hard part. Cause I've tried to message Rutledge Wood through his webpage. There's a webpage to contact him. Tried messaging him there, asking about it. Nothing. I got nothing so far. Been tagging him on Twitter and stuff. So hopefully if I get some help on this, and if there's enough likes and retweets on it, he'll see it and go, what's going on here? And then we may be able to get some MAMs, Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey supporters on the floor as lava. So that's the idea there. If you guys want, help me out. There you go. As I said, headed to Wisconsin at the end of October. I'll be there between the 24th and November 1st. So, I mean, and if you want to come out and hang out with me while I'm in Wisconsin, I'm perfectly fine with it because I definitely want witnesses everywhere I go. You know what I mean? Just seems like a sensible thing for me to just have, even multiple witnesses everywhere I go, just to make sure no funny business happens, right? Go over to my Twitter. It makes me giggle. I'll bet. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Hi, Bridget Blair. Hey, O'Neill. Hello, I don't recall. Yeah, no worries. I mean, look, I'm like I said, I feel sure I can get contestants. That's the one thing. I mean, I'm sure I can get 2 other people besides myself to go and be a team for Avery Dassey. I might even be able to field 2 3-man teams. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure I can field 1. But the thing I really need help with is getting Rutledge and Netflix's attention. And to do that, I need your guys' help with retweets and likes. That's what's going to help me get their attention right now. It's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully, if we get enough attention and enough retweets and likes on it, that it'll get Rutledge's attention or Netflix's attention, and they'll take a look and go, there might be an idea there. So that's what I'm hoping to do. So. I bet Brad Dassey probably would. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. That would probably not be a bad idea. And actually, it probably will now reach out to him because he would probably help promote it. And that might help us get their attention too. So that is an excellent suggestion. Drama must remain on the stage. I may end up using that. So. Nope. Like I said, I'm not asking you guys to be competitive. You guys, I feel like I'm maybe. Am I being unclear? What I need are retweets and likes. That's what I really need. So, yeah, I'm absolutely. Brad would have. I mean, I don't know anybody that was at Raleigh last year. Brad was there. He was dressed as Luigi. It was brilliant. But I mean, he was dressed as Luigi and he was owning it. And it made for a cool atmosphere with him running around, like Luigi and stuff. So I mean, I know he has it in him. And like I say, he also, because he's the way he owned the whole Luigi thing while he was dressed up as Luigi at Rally, I know that he would be an entertaining contestant for the show, so that the show, because you got to understand, the show's looking at it too. They want entertaining people on. They want entertaining competitors on. And that's why they want an interesting story that brings people together. If you guys watch The Floor is Lava, watch. Before each episode starts, they actually talk to the contestants, because they build up a little bit of a little bit of a backstory for the contestants for you. And then they also end up referring to that as they're making fun of the contestants as they're making their way through the room, right? But the whole point is that they like contestants that have kind of an interesting story that brings them together. One of the teams was they're all tennis buddies. One of the team, they had a team that was all doctors. They had a team that was all nurses. They had a team that was all party animal guys that were basically like frat boys from college, but they'd grown up a little bit. And so everybody had these stories that brought them together, and that was what was unique. That's what they look for, because they want the contestants to be interesting on their own. You know what I mean? So yeah, Brad Dassey would fit the bill. He certainly would. People noticed. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. So thank you. See, to go on the floor. And suddenly we don't see Henbury anymore. Hey, Bill Billy, what's up, buddy? Hi, Shaz. You've seen one episode of the show. I liked it. It's just like I said. I mean, I was not last weekend, but the weekend before, I had finished up a live with some people and stuff, and I was just like, I felt like watching something, so I switched over to Netflix and was looking, and I saw this thing. I'm like, what is that? It wasn't popular yet, but I went, because I had scrolled through, and it wasn't like in the top 10 Netflix shows, but it was being promoted. So I saw this thing. I'm like, Floor is Lava. You got to be kidding me. I used to love that game as a kid. We used to play that game when I was a kid. And so, yeah. So anyways, I checked it out. And basically, by the end of the day, there's 10 episodes. I'd watched all 10 episodes over the course of the day. I wasn't watching the whole time. There's times where I tuned out because I was doing other things or whatever. But by the time it got to the 10th episode and I went back to the Netflix menu, Floor is Lava was number 1 on Netflix. I mean, I was just sitting there going, whoa, that was quick. So that was pretty wild. It was at that point that I realized, I'm like, okay, well, this might be a good avenue. This might be a good avenue to get some awareness for Steven and Brendan. And that's when this idea started to form. So happy birthday, Steven. Stephen Avery's birthday, so happy birthday to him. Hopefully he gets a little cupcake in jail. I don't know. So I got to tell you, folks, I'm pretty excited. I mean, I don't know. I feel really hopeful that the judicial estoppel argument is going to prevent a lot of the BS that the state is trying to pull. And I think, I don't know, I really do want to see that be successful. So I am in some ways eager to see the outcome, but in other ways, I want to be patient so that the judges have the absolute full opportunity to fully review it so that they completely understand what's going on with it. But the judicial estoppel argument, I think, is just extremely valid because the state did agree. The state was ready to allow more testing. The state was ready to do all those things, and it for them. And then what happened is, as soon as that ruling came in, that the order came in from Judge Sukowitz, they suddenly went into full retreat. Suddenly, it was all procedural bar, this, and that, and everything else, and yeah, just wow. And it just looks pretty damn obvious that they're flip flopping. You know what I mean? There's nothing else to really call it. That's what they're doing, is flip flopping. And they're not allowed to do that legally. That's what judicial estoppel is essentially there to stop. It's from preventing, litigators from doing what the state is trying to do here with Avery. Hello, Jamie Van Hout. Jamie Van Hout says that I have to come see. I better not miss them while I'm in Wisconsin. The West Memphis case is similar to the MAM case. Stepdads did the crime, and yes. Well, I don't. Yeah, Shane Henry. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've had on my channel and on Millbilly's channel recently. Travis Williamson. He's a lawyer, an attorney from Texas, and he also was very, very involved in terms of researching and following the West Memphis 3. And kind of being out on the fringes of it. He, our friend Travis likes to bring it up quite often. And it's something that gets talked about. Damn straight. Yep, and because it's Wisconsin, it's got the beers right there. Wisconsin, yeah. Well, he describes it as he kind of worked on the perimeter of it, or on the, well, I don't know. Anyway, our friend Travis talks about the West Memphis 3 quite often. He was very, very interested in the case and did have some kind of involvement, but I'm not sure how much. If it was, a lot. I don't think he, anyway. There's Travis. Oh, brats and cheese. Yeah, there you go. A lot of people think Scott is. That's not an uncommon theory. So there's also a lot of people who are still, they can't get over Ryan and all the really weird and wacky stuff with Ryan. Other people who can't get over the stuff with Bobby Dassey and the things he was getting up to on the computer and that sort of stuff. I mean, so there's other people that have all the issues. So there's plenty of reasons for people to have issues here. There was plenty of things that should have been investigated that weren't. And that's probably the biggest problem with the Avery Dassey cases, is that the investigations were so piss poor. The only things that got investigated were the things they felt were going to lead to Avery's guilt, and anything that they felt was going to lead away from Avery's guilt, they didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. And it's obvious, So Mike Osmondson, yeah, another one. I'm not sure. I wonder about Mike Osmondson too. I wonder about how smitten he was with Marie Avery. Was he smitten enough to do something extremely stupid in order to try to get rid of a problem in his eyes? I don't know. Anyway, I pose that as a question because that's all it is a question. I wouldn't say he's out of the question. Never would I say Mike O is out of the question. Never gonna happen. I got to make sure I go and have a sit-down interview with Dan Davies, the guy who's going to be playing Michael Funk while I'm in Wisconsin. You know, got to go have a sit-down with that guy, and I'll bet there's going to be a lot of beer involved. Every time I interview that guy, he's got a beer. I remember he got all excited when he heard me open a beer on my side. I opened my can of beer, and he heard the psst. He's like, "Is that a beer?" I love Dan. He's a good guy. So don't do the bars. I figure I got to go to at least one bar in Wisconsin while I'm there. I mean, you know, seeing as it's Wisconsin, October 24th through November 1st, Millbilly, I'll be in Wisconsin. I'll be there for basically a little over a week. Let's see. It was specific and targeted investigation from the get-go. Brendan was collateral damage. And Brad Schimmel ensured Brendan would never see the light of day. I agree, Dr. Silkman. I do. Anything that was exculpatory, anything that was exculpatory, what new documented or followed up on. No, we were talking about with Jamie Van Hout, Millbilly. Sorry, that was a different thing. But anyway, I don't know where I'm staying at yet. I don't know yet. Well, Linda, I'm going there. I'm going there at the end of October. That's like 3 months. I've given myself quite a bit of time, here. Obviously, I wanted to be there on October 31st. I figured that would be good. I wanted to see for myself what the climate, what Wisconsin is like on that at that time of year. I kind of wanted to get a feel for it myself. And so that's why I chose this time. And everybody's telling me, you're crazy. It's going to be getting really cold right then. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. You're right. It's going to be getting cold. But, at least I get to go home to sunny California. So anyways. Is Mark planning to meet? No, sorry. Mark cannot make it right now. Mark will not probably be able to get out of Australia, and we're thinking best case scenario, probably be the first of the year before he's going to be able to get out of Australia before international flights are going to be start being allowed again. That's what we're thinking, but maybe it'll happen sooner. But no, yeah, we're not thinking it's very likely that the restrictions will be lifted by October. So probably not going to see Mark there. That is what it is like. Well, okay. So that's fine. Go on vacation, come back on probation. Hey, yeah, you're funny, Dr. Silkman. Ha, ha, ha. So that's why I want plenty of people around me. So if I'm in Wisconsin and you guys want to come hang out with me, I'm all for it. I want as many witnesses around for the shenanigans if or and when they happen. So I want as many witnesses as possible. So feel free to come and hit me up in Wisconsin. And the more the better. The more the merrier. Be careful. They're going to put you in Dutch. Not too many beers. They'll arrest you and get rid of you. Yeah, no, I understand. No, I'm not a heavy drinker anyway, so yeah. Yeah, well, actually I was able to find a flight and I'll tell you folks, I'll tell you. Right now it was dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap. Last time I flew to Wisconsin, it cost me probably double what I paid for these tickets. So I don't get to see the snow very much. I love it. And I used to love it as a kid when we would go see the snow. So if there is a little bit of snow in Wisconsin at the end of October, that'll be cool. I would dig that. I'm safe Paul won't be there. uh, yeah, hilarious. So yeah, that's why like I said, that's why I want as many people around as possible to make sure that there's no shenanigans. Lots of witnesses. That's what I want. So Scott Taddick does still believe that Stephen is guilty. Yes, so you're absolutely right. Barbara is still married to the real killer. Well, that's your opinion. Dead sister Barbara told Stephen on the phone. Right. Okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay, that's not exactly what it said, but I get what you're saying, Shane. But that's kind of not exactly what was happening there. But no, I get your drift, dude. A dope ring, huh? Yeah, from what I understood, the snow generally starts in late November. At least that's what I remember from last year. So I'm expecting it'll be cold, but I'm expecting there won't be snow. That's why that's another reason why I went on the early side of Halloween instead of the later side of Halloween. So I didn't go from October 30th to November like 7th or 8th, right? I went before Halloween instead of during and after, right? Anyway, so that's method to the madness. And send a body double. Yeah, see, you guys, I've been to Wisconsin twice though. The only concern I have about going this time is that it's not rally time, but that doesn't make a whole lot of difference because there's still a whole lot of people there who would be at rally who live in Wisconsin. So I feel confident that there's a lot of people there who will be interested in if any shenanigans takes place. You know what I mean? I might have missed the riddle. So let me see here. Um, Go on vacation, come back on probation. Yeah, well, oh, what do you call Kratz, Fallon, Gahn, Kaczynski, O'Kelly, and Schimmel standing in a circle? Yeah, there you go. I like it. A dope ring. There you go. Have a beer. The weather is changing. That is the North. Yeah, the North. Have you guys seen Charlie Barron's back when Game of Thrones was going on last year when it was all that was wrapping up, and he went and had one of the shirts made for the North, and he was talking about Wisconsin. Oh God, I freaking dying laughing. Uh, Well, Shane, I don't know exactly why Scott is such an angry guy, but he is. I'm not qualified to speak as to what causes it. What would you do if you bumped into Kratz and offered to buy you a beer? I'd sit down and turn on some kind of recording device and get him talking. That's what I'd do. It was super good. Yeah. My friend was in one of his videos last year in Manitowoc. His videos, okay, I'm missing something here. Oh, Charlie, right, Charlie, sorry, yes. Yeah, he went to the racetrack. Yeah. I remember that one. Yep, I do remember that one. I still think the best one was Spring Fashion Week. Oh my God, that was hilarious. That one was just, oh my God. He's like, the weather's getting above 40 degrees and people are wanting to, barbecue and everything. Oh my God, it's hilarious. And so yeah, one guy, he goes, check out this guy in cut off snow jorts. And oh man, hilarious. Oh, I had a great time talking to Professor Leo, folks. Those of you who haven't gone and checked it out, you should. From this weekend, it's from 4 days ago. It's a chat with me, Zelma Lopez, who you guys have seen on my channel before. She actually works in New Mexico, and she actually facilitates like interviews between police departments and kids like Brendan, or kids that are witnesses to crimes and stuff. And she actually that's what she does. So I brought her on, had Mark Hodden on, had Dr. Silkman, had Mr. Capaldi, and Dr. Leo. Absolutely just awesome live. Can't say enough. It was so interesting. So, I mean, the other panelist questions were really good. Dr. Leo was very, very gracious, was very patient in answering our questions. It was absolutely wonderful. It was absolutely great. So if you guys haven't gone and checked out the Richard Leo, discussion that we had this past weekend, go check it out. It's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Go Packers, and yeah. Yeah, Charlie Barons is great. I love Charlie. He's funny. He's a funny guy. Yeah, he is. He was, and like Dr. Silkman points out, I mean, he was just really down to earth. Obviously he knows his stuff and he's revered in his field and stuff. But I mean, he was just really, really down to earth, easy to talk to, really nice guy. I was impressed, and like I said, the guy has massive amounts of knowledge when it comes to interrogation techniques and how they, the effect they have on anybody. But in this particular case, Brendan Dassey. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. Dr. Silkman's, yes, Dr. Silkman's description of Dr. Leo would also apply to Dr. Silkman. I would agree with that. So that's what we got. So I don't know. So like I was saying, I mean, obviously I'm headed to Wisconsin at the end of October. As I was telling you guys, I kind of not sure what to do about the whole Floor is Lava idea right now. Not sure if I should continue talking about it here, or if I should try to take it more behind the scenes and more backstage kind of, and more on the sidelines. So I don't know yet, but if you guys want to help me out with that, obviously if I tweet to Rutledge Wood Netflix and I'm hashtagging Flora's Lava, help me out, like and retweet it. Let's try to get it noticed by Netflix and Rutledge Wood. And that way they'll hopefully reach out to me and I can get a chance to field a couple of team of MAM supporters to hopefully maybe be on the show. And then by doing that, we'd only create more awareness. And like I said, I've got ideas about funny little things for us to say while we're trying to navigate the rooms. Because a lot of things in the rooms are very, very slippery. The lava itself isn't really lava, obviously. But it's a very slick liquid, very, very slick. So a lot of things in there are slippery. So I'm planning for us to make little jokes as we're going across, like, that's more slippery than King Kratz and an inappropriate texting scandal, and kind of things like that or whatever, so that people watching will then understand, because everybody knows about Kratz and being sleazy and all that, so they'll get it, you know what I mean, and it'll be funny. And so these are the types of things we're looking to do to try to create awareness for Stephen and Brendan in a different way. So it's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, all I need help for you guys. Mostly all I need is just for you guys to help us like and retweet it. In terms of contestants, I'll worry about that. Mainly what I need from everybody else is just help getting noticed by Netflix and Rutledge Wood. So all the help you guys can give us, perfect, great, would love it. But yeah, also go check out my chat with Dr. Leo. The entire panel was brilliant. Very, very, just very good questions that we were able to get, Dr. Richard Leo to answer. It was very informative. And so, everybody go check that out. If you go to Wisconsin, can I have your Captain Crunch? I know a good lawyer to assist you coming back. Dr. Silkman, you do realize now, if you're gonna sit here and talk like this in my live chat, you now have to come to Raleigh next year, right? You realize that, right, Dr. Silkman? Right? Yep. Because we're gonna be all over you now. You're sitting here having fun at my expense. You're coming to Raleigh next year, dude. I want to see you there. All right. Now it's crickets, right? Crickets, right? Okay. So, anyways. So, I don't know. Does anybody have a question you want to ask or anything? Stay alive about this case. Follow the facts. Rally for Dr. Silky. I bought them Captain Crunch to them at the rally. Yep. Well, did you? Did I bring? No. I took a box to Australia. I didn't bring a box to Wisconsin. So yeah, that was Linda's Captain Crunch we were eating. So yeah, I do love Captain Crunch. Watch, dude. Now we'll start a GoFundMe, and we'll have Dr. Silkman's airfare and hotel paid in no time. Watch. And then once it's all paid for, Dr. Silkman, you're locked in. So then you have to come. So don't worry, dude. You'll see. It's not so bad. They don't dare touch us, right? They don't want to do that. Because look, if they do, then they're going to be seen in the press as being as petty as to mess with people. That's not really the look they're going for right now. You know what I mean? Right now, they're not going for the look of bullying, people that support Stephen and Brendan, because that's just not the image that they want right now. So I'd say you're pretty safe. And I'm actually not too worried about my own safety, although I am concerned. I am concerned. I'm not a complete idiot. I am concerned about safety. So, but I don't let my fear rule me. That's really probably the big thing. Um, I feel an appropriate amount of apprehension, but I feel basically that odds are nothing will happen because they realize that if they were to do anything, um, that it would only end up looking bad for them, you know. I think Dr. Silkman left alive. Where is he? He's like, oh, I'm out of here. These people are trying to take me to Wisconsin next year. These people are crazy. Well, we're going to get you here, Dr. Silkman. We're going to get you here. Right. Erekose lands on a police bullet. You're funny, Dr. Silkman. I know. Okay, buddy. If you could question Kratz one question that he has to answer, what would you ask him? What I would ask him is I don't know. At one point in time, my question for him would have been, how come he understood how, like touch DNA at trial and explained it as being epithelial cells. And I would always want to ask him, how come after Making a Murderer came out, you started talking about sweat DNA? And eventually somebody did ask him this question, to which he answered, I never said sweat DNA. Yeah. Now I would ask him about the bones. I would say, why didn't you want to spend more than 20 seconds on those bones? And when he says, oh, because they're not human, I'd say, no. Why didn't you want to spend more than 20 seconds on those bones? And then I'd basically grill him to the point of, because you didn't want the jury to even have this. You were trying to completely downplay any possibility of those bones belonging to Teresa, because you knew if the jury believed those bones belonged to Teresa, that was bad for your case, and basically would be calling him out as a liar. That's probably what I would want to. That's probably what I would say to him. He was here a second ago, but I don't know. He's still here. Yeah, it'd be great to see you, Dr. Silkman. I mean, Rally last year was just so fun. It was such a lot of fun. We had so many people there coming off of MAM2. We had Stacy and Rick Mahler were playing after Rally over at the little after party. It was a lot of fun. It was a great time. And the more the merrier. And we love, obviously, to get as many of the international supporters in for Rally as possible. We always love to get as many of them in. So hope you'll consider it, man. I really do. It's not as it's not as bad as you might think. I've had no trouble there in the last 2 times that I've been there. I mean, absolutely none in terms of that. So go to the death and do a tour with a helmet in. Maybe you might have the right credentials, dude. You might, as a visiting dignitary from Australia, right? There you go, dude. That's the angle. Let's do it. Let's work it. Let's get it done. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, that's got to be good. Yeah. Oh, we got to get working on that. We got to start raising the money to get Dr. Silkman here so he can come over and tour WCSL as a foreign dignitary, touring their facilities. Hilarious. Your therapist, yeah. You haven't been to Wisconsin yet. How you can't be traumatized yet, right? Oh no. Anyways, all right. She'll have more. She will have more time, Dr. Silkman. She doesn't screw up the crime lab anymore. 2020 Doc, come to Wisconsin. Right. That's we're gonna try and get Doc there for rally next year. So for 2021 though, that'd be rally 2021. Right on. So, so those are the things I got going on. Like I said, if you guys can help me out for the things that I'm, asking for help on there, particularly the floor is lava thing. Be looking forward to some of the things I got coming up. Obviously, I'm going to be coming back. Well, I guarantee you, I ain't going to be coming back with some knock your socks off type of footage from Wisconsin. I can tell you that. And I'm not going to upload while I'm there. I'm going to bring it all home with me. So, so that I can edit and do that sort of stuff, because what I'm looking to put together for Eagle Nation, I'm looking to be, fairly cinematic, which is difficult for me. It's beyond my comfort zone. So I'm probably going to ask Linus for help. For those of you who don't know Linus, he's putting together a little film project, like a little movie project to have to do with the Avery Dassey case. So I'm thinking I might have Linus help me with it, storyboard, and do kind of to get the effect that I'm looking for on it. Anyways, just got some things coming up. Oh, folks, tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing Dan Crane. Dan Crane is expert in DNA and stuff like that. He was on the Michelle Malkin special, Daniel in the Den, about Daniel Holtzclaw. I'm going to be speaking with him tomorrow, and I am putting together a video with Mitch from Twitter and Paul Capaldi, and my interview with Dr. Crane that I'm going to be conducting tomorrow is going to be part of this video, and it's going to be a video where I showcase exactly why the Holtzclaw case never should have got started. It should have stopped before it ever got started. And I'm going to be making that case in this video. So you can look forward to seeing Dan Crane, who some of you will remember as seeing over on Andrew Whitehead's channel. Yeah. I mean, Dan Crane is the DNA guy that Andrew was speaking with. And you guys have seen him on Andrew's channel. So you can look forward to probably something like that, that coming out. I think this weekend I'm going to get it put together, probably for a Sunday upload. So that's going to be very interesting. I highly, advise folks to tune in on Sunday to that, because it is going to be very powerful. Dan Crane is going to explain to you why the DNA in the Daniel Holtzclaw case is not, you can't put any kind of stock or meaning or any kind of real meaning to any of it. And he's going to explain that. And when you think of, and the reason why that's important, folks, in this video is because the only one thing that people can point at in the Holtzclaw case is to say DNA, DNA, DNA. But they don't want to look at the fact that DNA has major issues. So that's what we're going to be covering. And once you knock out the DNA in the Daniel Holtzclaw case, once you knock the DNA out, the rest of it is just a house of cards waiting to tumble, because it's all smoke and mirrors by the investigators. So hopefully you guys will be there to check that out on Sunday. Should be very interesting. And I'm probably gonna be doing something tomorrow or something on Friday, or sorry, something on Saturday with Mr. Capaldi, probably in the early afternoon. At some point also, a lot of balls in the air right now, folks. Let me tell you. Whew. Okay, at some point, maybe this weekend, maybe sometime next week, I will be having Jason Strong on, and him and I will be talking about his own wrongful conviction and wrongful convictions as a whole, and innocent people that give false confessions. We're going to be talking about all those things with Jason Strong. So you guys can be looking forward to that coming up here. So yes, I have a great many balls in the air right now. Got a lot of things going on, and I'm doing my best to keep them all straight and get everything brought together. I probably need to back off a little bit, but right now I got a lot of passion for the cases I care about. So I'm going to go ahead and push a little bit more here to get this video out, to get a few more things done at least, and then I'm probably going to take next weekend off. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Anyways, that's here nor there. You guys don't give a crap, but here we go. So if you guys haven't already, let's see. Wait, let me just check the chat here before I say goodbye. Yep. Yes, everybody. Also, by the way, you can check out Daniel's case over at the Discord server that Linda is speaking of. She's, that's where you can find a lot of information about the case. You can also find a lot of information about the case at holtzclawtrial.com with the Brian Bates podcast, which is something that I've been showing you guys here on this channel for a little while. Yeah, right on, Dr. Silkman. So we've been talking about that here on my channel. So like I said, tune in Sunday. You're going to see a very, very powerful video to explain to you why the Daniel Holtzclaw case was dead before it ever started. And it's just the detectives in this didn't recognize that and proceeded with reckless abandon. I'm going to be illustrating that very clearly in this video. So, and also in this video, you're going to get to hear from Daniel himself. Daniel's own voice in his own words. So that's another thing you can look forward to in this upcoming video. So, oh, well, thank you. I don't recall. I'm glad, because it's good to know other people give a crap. So, alrighty, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's been fun. It's been a joy talking to all of you. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. We'll see you.